I literally don't know what to say. I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely don't know what to say. I thought this, like I said, I thought it was gonna be one of those animes where this whole time the best friend wanted me, and so, you know, me and the best friend start talking and everything's handy dandy. That I literally thought that's what it was. I didn't. If I knew she was gonna do something, if I knew I was gonna lose her forever by she's gone. All right, bro, let's get into this cursive. How am I supposed to read this? Bro, how was I supposed to read that, bro? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might drop to herself. Didn't we not already read this in the beginning? Like, wait, what? That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Wait, oh no, hold on, bro. Hold on. Don't tell me I casted her to the Shadow Realms, bro. Skadoosh. I didn't kill her. It wasn't my fault. I'm not the reason why she killed herself. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she will oversleep more frequently, and I will get tired of waiting. But if she going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Woo! Back, you demon! You cursed her! No, what's happening to my computer? Don't tell me she in my computer now, bro. Don't. Yo. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst because surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. Am I rereading this? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly hold on, we did not say anything about meeting girls. Wait, when did we ever talk about meeting girls? Y'all know I'm not comfortable with them. Women are scary.
All right, what do you like? All right, if
I'm perfectly content on just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. Why are we talking like this? The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Wait, hold on, I forgot because SAYORI is dead. It's because she was the one that wakes us up. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no clue but to start with the anime club. Job. Who got? Woo! Monica, you almost got an uppercut, son. Wait, how do we know Monica again? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? I mean, even though I haven't recorded in 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in my class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smiling at me so genuinely feels a little, what did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about their budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'll much rather take something I'll personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not that boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga? Wait, really? Yeah, it's so funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. She not lying. I like her already. Who's she? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Ja, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? You know me. I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you will do me a big favor? You could at very least visit my club. It will make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sweet Monica. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, y'all. You know that? I really be trying. Yeah. I really be trying. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I'm more what?
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I'm so good.
Thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her into sold what? An irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Then she's not the one that I killed, so why is she glitching? I'm back. Oh, I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, y'all. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into John in classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Oh yeah, Yuri did make tea. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Ja? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start a new brand. What did it say? To start a club brand new or something like that? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we will all grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Aftermath, something, you know. What did Raven say? Bro, I feel bad. I feel like I'm not a Teen Titan enjoyer no more. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. I mean, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Ja, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga, Harry Potter books.
Why you always lying?
Manga. Realistic. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki suddenly perks up. Oh my gosh, this is an opportunity. Since we went for Yuri last time in the last life, this life we can low-key go for Natsuki. Or if there's the option of me going for Monika, I'll just go for Monika. It looks like she really wanted to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind me is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equivalently impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since that moment I walked in, and it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Yeah, I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look in the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example, help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem about us. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well as y'all?
Hold on there. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we reached to the most important topic,
I blatantly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I was going to join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought.
All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchanged glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, y'all. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I will feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if I'm writing poems in the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, so writing poems is the price I need to pay. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, y'all? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a minute. You really did scare me for a minute. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Y'all, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assessment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Y'all, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. You express yourself, not impress. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri's clean up. As Yuri cleans up the tea set. I don't know, my brain farted right there. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you, Monica. With that, I depart to the club room and make my way home. Depart from the club room. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's write this poem, boys. All right. Things I like about Papa. Okay. I like when Papa comes home early. Okay. Outstanding father, making sure he gets to his kids early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. Respectable father, making sure his kids eat. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. W dad. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. Okay, involved in his daughter or son's life. I like when Papa asks me about anything. All right. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. Okay. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. Are we just restating everything that you already said? Like, my first shot, candy. Green. Next shot, lollipop. Green. Next shot, kitty. Green. Next shot, Papa. Green. Wait, she's the one that wrote about. Wait, hold on. Wait, Natsuki's the one that wrote the poem?
Approximately 10 hours later.
The last one can just be yours. Woo! I can't do this no more. Hi, Kinja. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Why would I ever run, huh? Why would I run? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for you, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ja. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I don't know if I want to go for Natsuki no more. What was that? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, move! I can't read! Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Ja. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget it. I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like it. I just felt like, well, as a vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take this book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities, but I think that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needed a hand. You looking for something in there? Never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I'm not gonna lie. He's speaking facts. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to be? I see. There's a long volume of manga and amidst a stack of various books on the side of the ones on the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with the one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer and look at the box she's admiring. Perfect Girls. It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. Through the door. She pointed to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Chuck. Consider this. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Pair for Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoved the book right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. I'm already kind of. Wait, like the cover of this game? It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pat on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Wait, what? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's partially a bad thing or anything. Not to say it's partially a bad thing or anything. Why I keep saying or anything? I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional spaces which she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulders, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Huh? I am, but nothing really happens yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of the plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I'm convinced any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not it. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up. What about them? I can't even bring it up without them being all I can't even bring it up them being all like, you still haven't grown out of it. Yeah, makes me want to punch them in their face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already the kind of loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the for having a manga? Her dad would beat her for having a manga? At least it's safe here in the club room. Dang, so she's like, she's an abused child. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that that solves all my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. She fell asleep! It looked like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki! Yeah. Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What the hell is going on with Natsuki? I'm not liking this. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Oh my gosh, the words is not there anymore. I might be cooked. Oh my gosh, Monica, you saved me. Thank you. I love you. Oh my gosh, I knew I should have wait for you this whole time. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches to her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, y'all. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. What you mean by every now and then? That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? All right, good idea. So we can go with Yuri, then Natsuki, and then Monica. That's how we always started. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish the reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. Buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that I've been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Ouch. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both of the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I already read this. Yuri. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I already read the flickering lights. I'm not going back reading that. I'm so sorry. I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it really was descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mid. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, y'all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts, lingering in her past, last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you. I forgot, Dad. I keep reading that. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing my poem in the first place? I wrote this when... First of all, forget what's sharing the poem in the first place. Girl, I wrote this poem for you. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Yeah. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read y'all poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. So you're telling me in my past life when I was going after Yuri, not for you, huh? And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Okay. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. What? Yeah, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I already read this. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I miss something. Right? But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. I settled for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi, y'all. Having a good time so far? Yes. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, y'all. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, y'all. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on I am the snack. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Is Monica trying to set me up, like put me on game or something like that? Like she trying to pass me the ball or something? Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Damn. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shut down. So that's what we saw. Okay, I see. Like earlier, this is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. I do know some people. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright bridge. Just look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the Wall. Did we read Hole in the Wall, or we read this right? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Empathy. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of... I gotta speak in her voice, I keep forgetting. Because it kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Message: just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Message: another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand out to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. I don't know, I thought of something else. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and y'all did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And y'all like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous. Maybe you're just jealous that maybe you're just jealous that y'all appreciate my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Ew. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as jaw started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look... Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy! Beyond! Edgy! Sorry, that's my lifestyle. It's too much for someone your mental age will comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can contemplate your toxic personality just by dressing by acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Yo, what is wrong with you in your head? Huh? Yeah, go on. Let y'all hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll head over heels after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me, as if she just noticed I was standing here. Yeah, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... Let's go with Yuri. Let's go with Natsuki. Ah! Ah! Why is it getting closer? Am I picking the wrong person? Oh, okay. Oh, nothing's gonna happen. Monica? Hey. Hey, Ja. Yes. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out here. Stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Girl, Monica, you know I want to spend time with you, girl. You know I want to spend time with you. I'll be happy to spend time with you. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Yes, Natsuki. She quickly runs away. Oh, all right. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. All right. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you, Ja. I'm out. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Ja, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with y'all. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble.